What's something you wouldn't wish on your worst enemy? Finding out your kid was being abused at school and nobody believed him. My son Jake has autism. He's not like other kids. Loud noises freak him out, he needs his routine, and when things get overwhelming, he has these meltdowns where he just screams and rocks back and forth, but he's my world. After his mom died when he was 3, it was just me and him figuring everything out together. I worked from home so I could help him. Made these visual schedules with pictures showing what came next. Bought him noise-canceling headphones for when the world got too loud. Drove him to therapy twice a week. Whatever he needed, I did it. He trusted me completely. When Jake turned 8, he started having these nightmares every single night. He'd wake up screaming things like, "Don't touch me," and "I hate the dark room." I'd find him curled up in his closet, shaking. This wasn't normal for him. Jake had his issues, but nightmares weren't one of them. I took him to 3 different doctors, 2 therapists. They all said the same thing. Maybe it's just his autism getting worse. Maybe he's hitting a rough patch. Nobody could figure out why a kid who used to sleep fine was suddenly terrified to close his eyes. Then one Tuesday afternoon, Jake came home from school with his clothes on inside out. His shirt, his pants, even his socks. When I asked him why, he just went completely silent. Wouldn't look at me. Wouldn't eat dinner. Just sat there staring at his hands. I kept asking gentle questions, trying not to push too hard because Jake shuts down when he feels pressured. Finally, around bedtime, he whispered something that made my blood run cold. He said no one will believe me anyway. I didn't sleep that night. I kept thinking about those nightmares, the inside-out clothes, the way Jake flinched when I touched his shoulder lately. Something was happening at school. Something bad. First thing the next morning, I marched into that school demanding answers. The principal, Mrs. Walsh, just smiled at me like I was being dramatic. "Jake has such an active imagination," she said. "You know how kids with autism can get confused about reality sometimes." I wanted to punch her in the face. My son wasn't confused. He was 8 years old and something was scaring him so badly he couldn't sleep. They brushed me off completely, said they'd look into it, but I could tell they thought I was just another paranoid parent making problems, so I decided to get proof. I bought this tiny recording device online and hid it in Jake's backpack. Told him it was a special tool to help him feel safer at school. He liked gadgets, so he didn't question it. 3 days later, I listened to the audio file and my hands started shaking so bad I almost dropped my laptop. There was Jake's voice, small and scared, saying, "I don't want to go to the quiet room." Then a man's voice, Mr. Peterson, the teacher's aide I'd met at parent night, saying, "Too bad, buddy. You've been naughty again." I heard a door close, lock click, Jake crying, then Mr. Peterson telling him to take his shirt off because it was too loud and distracting. My son begging to go back to class. More threats about how nobody would believe him if he told. The recording was 18 minutes long. 18 minutes of my 8-year-old son being terrorized in some storage closet while I thought he was safely learning math. I drove straight to the police station with that recording. Played it for Detective Morris, who went pale halfway through. They found Mr. Peterson's fingerprints all over the supply closet door handle. Security footage showed him taking Jake there multiple times over the past month. Everything matched. But you know what the school did? They called it a misunderstanding, said Mr. Peterson was just helping Jake with his sensory needs in a quiet space. They put him on administrative leave with full pay while they investigated. I pulled Jake out that same day, quit my job, packed up our entire life and moved 2 hours away to a town where nobody knew us. Started over completely because I couldn't stand the thought of my son walking those same hallways where someone hurt him.